It's the Morning Brew with Friends. It's Thursday morning. We got a great show today. If I can find my right notes here, it is. We have Renee Sievert in honor of Medina here, and they're going to talk to us about horses and life coaching. We got Brad Woodward. He's facilitated with Startup Weekend. He's bringing in Taylor Chavis with him. And we got a woman with the best name in the business, Evening Star American actress, is going to talk about her new show here in Albuquerque. And, of course, it's Thursday. That means hashtag trending with Joan Marie. All in the Morning Brew.
Talk about bacon.
Yeah, the bacon thing, man, it's nuts.
I know.
Well, it's Startup Week. It's already this weekend?
It's this weekend, yeah.
That's huge.
Tomorrow.
That's going to be great.
I know.
That's going to be great fun.
Yeah.
And is it this one, is it teens? Is it, who is?
There's no theme this time.
There's no theme this time.
So it's just everybody and anybody in Albuquerque. This is the big one. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, first things first in the Morning Brew with Friends, we got headlines. They are brought to us by our friends, the Tony and Guy Hairdressing Academy. And this is some very, very sad news for me and all my carnivorous friends. So I've been like, what is going on? All of a sudden, people are doing all of this research on meat, right?
Yeah.
And first they say bacon is bad for you.
I know,
It's
right?
going to cause cancer and brain tumors and all this other crazy stuff. And then the thing that broke my heart was that there was the new research a couple weeks ago that said that, and I'm totally changing my eating habits on this one, but hot dogs, they did like DNA testing. They found human DNA in hot dogs.
No way.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right. So I'm like, no, that's one that I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you got to
I
change it.
I gotta do something about
Gotta do
that.
something. We
I
can't
love a
have
good
that.
hot dog, but we can't have that. And then now, a new study that came out earlier this week says that grilled meat gives you kidney cancer.
Don't believe it.
And it's apparently not all grilled meat. It's when you char it.
The char.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
char. Like, I love a char-broiled steak,
Yeah,
right?
of course. Of
That's
course.
like that's why you grill it.
One of the best parts.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the part that apparently gives you kidney cancer. I'm like, really? Like, I can't do anything. And I guess I got to eat like and the new report also says vegans are the most unlikely to get cancer
Well, that makes
from
sense.
their food.
Right? That makes sense. That's
I
tough.
think they die from a lack of interest in anything.
Nice.
And once you have to go to a vegan diet, I think it's all over. At
Yeah.
least in my my carnivorous ways.
Yeah.
But I mean, are you going to change your food eating habits? I mean, the hot dog thing, that's one that I'm like, I don't know how human DNA gets into hot dogs.
You know, I think you got to do some organic searching. You got to figure out, where the meat's processed, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I think scientists can find something wrong with about everything.
Right. Turkey bacon?
I'll take turkey bacon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is awesome. 300 new jobs are coming to downtown Albuquerque. And not too long ago, we lost the 400 person. They're going right here to the Galleria building. We lost the 400, I think there were 420 people at the Gap corporate offices on the top 2 floors of that building there. And the city's been trying so hard to find somebody to fill that space because when you lose 400 people in the middle of the business district, it's pretty big.
Yeah, totally.
So, though we lost 400, we're getting 300 back.
We're almost
National
there.
American University says they're going to move in. So far, it's not a done deal. They just have a handshake agreement with the landlords there at the building. But it should be very cool to get 300 people back into Albuquerque.
Totally.
It's a back office stuff. It's doing accounting and all of that stuff. But it should be huge. It would be really great.
Yeah. No, we did Startup Weekend at the plaza at the first.
The first
at the
one was
center
right
last year, and so I know the space is going to be great for something like that, and to
Right.
get people down there is it's going to be awesome.
I think a lot of people forget that though the building was built in the 70s, and the outside it's a building of its time.
Yes.
Let's say, it's a building of an era.
Yeah.
inside though, it's beautiful. It was
Oh yeah,
remodeled
and
not
the
too
basement,
long ago.
and I mean it's got so much cool space.
Right?
Yeah, stimulus center there. So yeah.
Right, the C&M Stimulus Center is in
Yeah.
that building. And so I think, do you remember the mine spill, the big horrible mine spill from
Yeah.
up in Colorado that polluted all the rivers in northern Mexico? Like, I still look at these photos and I'm like, what? How do you even do that? But the Navajo Nation is now saying that their simple accounting on this thing, $700,000 in damages.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's just the early preliminary estimates on
Yeah,
that.
and time. I mean, the time it's probably going to take.
Right.
It's crazy.
That's just and that's not including the cleanup stuff. That's on the ground right now. If you had $700,000, you could clean up the
Jeez.
initial stuff.
Wow.
So it's huge. This is really cool. See this photo of this woman here? Do we have her? There she is. Coolest job ever. First female spaceplane pilot for Virgin Galactic.
Wow.
right?
That's awesome.
So her job is to test the Virgin Galactic launcher, the one that's going to be launching from southern New Mexico and taking people up into space.
Yeah.
Now, how do you like sit down like at a dinner party, you know, and you're like talking, like, what do you do for a living? And they're
Exactly.
like, space plane pilots.
Yeah, I'm just testing,
just-
space planes.
Right? Like, how do you, like, how awesome would that be?
Yeah.
Right? I work for Virgin Galactic. I fly into I fly into space like almost every day.
Can't compete with that.
No, that's
Can't.
so awesome.
That's there.
I
Yeah.
love that. And then finally today on headlines, this is some sad news. Alan Toussaint is dead. And are you a fan of his music?
I don't.
This is a
I don't
funny
know.
thing. I've been having this conversation, and we were having this conversation back here in the control booth
Yeah.
before the show. And so many people, people like me love him, know him, like his songs. He was a star from the doo-wop era all the way up until recently, Did a bunch of great music, New Orleans guy. And people who know his music are like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Toussaint. And other people are like, I don't think I know him.
But you probably do.
But you probably absolutely do. And I think we got a song to go out. Did we find a song, guys?
Great.
We did. We did find a song. Great. We're going to be back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew. We're going to go out with some Alan Toussaint music. We're going to be back talking about how horses and life coaching kind of go together.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
Cool.
Do you ever wonder what is getting in the way of your own extraordinary success? At P-Link Coaching Center for Excellence, we offer an experience that allows leaders to openly receive feedback on the very things that hold them back. How? We ask a horse for help. And in the process, we enable leaders like you and your peers, bosses, and direct reports to become more fluent in the language of leadership, without saying a word.
There's a lot of lessons for us as leaders if we just watch the leader of a herd and herd dynamics. Everyone in the herd knows their role, just like in an organization, and they communicate with each other without language.
Horses respond very well to your leadership style. They have an innate ability to see if you're stressed, if you're calm.
The result? Good leaders learn how to get out of their own way and become great.
So with P-Link specifically, we start by helping people begin within, continue between. And what that means is, what's going on? How is my internal state driving my external results? And then how is that being perceived by others?
You go in saying, I'm going to learn about horses and leadership, and how does that work?
Leaders are invited into a round pen to work one-on-one with a horse using nonverbal cues and their leadership energy. The horses give immediate, unbiased feedback in a way that executives can see, feel, and experience.
I learned that I have to be very clear about my intentions, and that when I am clear about my intentions, the horse will respond. And that was, it sounds very simple, but it was amazingly eye-opening.
In the moment, leaders can shift their energy and watch how the horse responds. The experience is followed by a debriefing session with one of our P-Link executive coaches to process what transpired and capture insights.
It is incredibly rewarding to watch somebody reach like that epiphany moment where they connect something and they say, I've never thought about it that way.
Executives are invited back in small teams to work with horses and try to apply their learning from the morning, or to watch the same patterns play out in a different arena.
The P-Link team has been so supportive. I feel like every time we have these on-site sessions that it's like a reunion.
They're an awesome dynamic together. They're all individually incredibly strong.
They really recognize what you struggle with, even if you don't recognize it yourself, and they really help you to break through that and get through to the next level.
And to do that, you have to be leading from a different place. It can't be just about what you know. It has to be about when you have the courage to stand to your convictions, the way in which you're able to stand up for your people.
If you're interested in leveling up your good leaders to great leaders, it may be time to get outside of the conference room